back to the Shuffle Squad. If you clicked on this video, you're probably expecting some Hydreigon versus Pikachu gameplay. That's what we're bringing today. I'm going to be playing the Hydreigon deck. PJ's going to be playing the Pikachu deck. PJ, are you excited for this matchup? What's your thoughts?
I'm very excited. I got to see your last gameplay video. If you haven't checked that out yet, make sure you go back into the channel and watch that. And I was really excited to see Pikachu just pop off. It's got a lot of outs to play a lot of different ways and play styles, and I think that it can be really aggressive in the meta. So I'm excited to see how it does against a brand new deck.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's our first time playing two complete brand new decks. It's for Surging Sparks. We have our new tabletop setup, so hopefully you enjoy that. That being said, give this video a like, share, subscribe to the video, and double check out our lists in the description. Hopefully our gameplay's on kind of fleek today. It's one of those things where we've been looking through the comments, just looking for ways where we can improve. So without that being said, let's jump into it. Okay, let's let's see exactly where we go. PJ and we changed up our setup here, so hopefully you enjoy our new little overlay. We also are going to be doing a timed match. So we'll still go over and say everything that we're going to be saying, but making sure that like we keep it to kind of like a proper best of three style.
Right. Would you like to cut my deck, Zach?
Oh wait, my hand's hitting the screen. So if anyone doesn't realize, we are playing hundreds of miles apart. Do you want to call heads or tails?
I'll call tails today. Let's try that out.
Totally dropping this behind my desk.
That's cool.
And you got tails.
I think I'm going to go first with this deck. Let's try that.
Okay. So PJ's going to be playing Pikachu. I'm going to be playing Hydreigon. 3, 5, 7... Ooh, this is
not the greatest start.
It's an interesting start. I'll put it like that. Okay, let's go.
All right, cool. I'm gonna flip it over. We'll draw a card for turn. Okay, that's pretty good. I think the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a nest ball. Let's take a look and see what is in here. I'm just going to check my energy count, because I think that's really important in this Pikachu deck, is like you have to know if you are going to be able to attack, you know, at least twice with the Pikachu, and know what's in your prize cards. So I think that making sure that you have the 3 different energy requirements, and you didn't prize like 3 of the grass energy or something like that is pretty good.
I hope you prize through grass energies, bro.
That would be pretty cool, right? I do have the Fan Rotom. So I think what I'm going to do first here is I'm going to go ahead and use Fan Call. And I'm going to get out a Hoot Hoot, another Hoot Hoot, and a Noctowl here. Get the fancy art Noctowls. I will go back into the deck. I'm going to go ahead and, let's see. I think I'm going to just go... I don't know if I'm going to need the Defiance Band just yet, but I probably will need it later. I'm going to opt to go Ultra Ball and get rid of a Basic Energy and a Night Stretcher. And I'm also going to get the Pikachu EX here. That way I have a Terra Pokemon in play. Things are looking pretty good.
Okay.
Shuffle the deck. These go into the discard pile. These are all in my hand at this point. I'm going to bench the Pikachu. I'm going to bench the double Hoot Hoot here. And just pass it back over to you, Zach.
Okay, let's see what we got. I think I'm dealing with a very interesting hand here. So I'm going to start off by going Ultra Ball, discarding... I don't think this is a deck that plays a lot of... tools. So I'm going to go discarding Vacuum, and I'm going to also discard Hydreigon because I can get that back at some point. And let's search through this deck, seeing exactly what we can get. I think I might have to go for like a Lumineon play to grab an Arven.
You just want to get set up this turn. And that's the thing, too, is that not many people will realize how broken of a card Night Stretcher is, where you can just say, you know what, my evolution card, that can hit the discard pile, no worries, I've got Night Stretcher in the deck, I can always get it back.
Yeah, exactly. Or, like, I don't know, there's a handful of options. Okay, so the card that I have to grab here first is going to be Luminion. Okay, so I do have all the pieces. I will be going back into my deck. Luminion for Buddy Poppin for Steelstone, because I grabbed Arven off Luminion. I'm just doing it backwards. And then I'm going to go ahead, put 4 Steelstone into my hand, play the Buddy Poppin. I need to get out your boy Dinos. Dinos, I'm honestly unsure how...
I feel like it's Dino, because they didn't want to go Dino. But Dino is also a Flintstones character.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many lawsuits Pokemon wanted to go through. I know they already had the Abra and Kadabra one. Specifically Kadabra, right? That was the one that they just had a 20-year lawsuit that they finalized last year.
Yeah, something like that. I don't want to waste my Forest Seal Stone on anything else because I could draw something pretty bad off of Rotom, and maybe I'll get a little bit lucky here. So let's go Darkness Energy for my turn, and I'm going to use Instant Charge. 1, 2, 3.
Cool.
And it's your turn.
That's gonna draw for turn here. Let's see. I think what I'm gonna do is, well, I can do a couple of things here. I am going to attach for turn. I know that might not be in sequential order, but we're gonna do some funny things here. I'm gonna play Noctowl and use Jewel Seeker because I have a Terra Pokemon in play. And take a look, because I was looking through to see what I had in here, and I need one specific card that's in my prize card. So I think that we're just going to start setting up some bigger plays, at least. I think I have to go in, and I'm going to get an Area 0 Under Depths and a Switch. And just use that here. I'm going to shuffle up the deck.
For a second in my head, I thought I had Forest Seal Stone in my hand, and I'm like, oh man. Glad Zach that's not on dad mode is
that's fair.
We're thinking through it.
All right, I will switch the Pikachu EX to the active spot. I don't really know if I need something like this, but it does seem kind of cool if you're gonna potentially spread damage to play a tool card and not put it at the bottom of my deck. But you know what? We're gonna live on the edge a little bit. I am gonna play the Iono and shuffle my 2-card hand and put it underneath my deck here, and then I will draw 6 cards.
I did get an Iono off that instant charge, so I'm not feeling too bad about it.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'll go ahead and evolve into the Magneton here too.
And I did put those at the bottom, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just make sure that I put those there. Shuffle those around.
I'm gonna play the Earthen Vessel, discarding the Lightning Energy here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get one of each other kind of energy, which is the Grass and the Metal. Because there's currently two Lightning Energy at the bottom here. So this is going to go into the discard pile. These are going to go in my hand. I think that the next step for me is to play a Buddy Poffin, because I want to get set up for a later turn too. And I'm going to get a Manaphy, and I think we're just gonna get. Let's see.
Yeah, the Manaphy is gonna be a little bit tough for this matchup.
I think I just might get another Magnemite just in case for a little bit more setup here.
I think
And
that
I
makes a lot
could,
of sense.
yeah. All right, so let's see. We got 2 lightning energies in the discard pile. I am gonna just Ultra Ball here. And the Ultra Ball, I think that's gonna get me a second Noctowl. And then this Noctowl, I'm gonna play that down and use Jewel Seeker again. Jewel Seeker is going to get me a Nest Ball.
I mean, Pikachu looks like it's kind of it's
cooking
slime
over.
like butter. It's there's fire in the pan, y'all.
This is actually kind of funny. We're gonna get a counter catcher here. I'll use the Nest Ball, put the counter catcher in my hand. That Nest Ball is gonna get me another Pikachu EX. So currently, I have 7 Pokemon on my bench here with Area 0.
Yeah.
Not that it really matters, but you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and use. Well, let's read the card here. Once during your turn with Overvolt Discharge, you may attach up to 3 basic energy cards from your discard pile to your Lightning Pokemon in any way you like. If you use this ability, this Pokemon is knocked out. So I can go ahead and realistically just go 1, 2, and then a third one on the benched Pikachu.
Sure.
Or is it 1 Pokemon? Or your Lightning Pokemon in any way you like. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Reading the cards. Always
Yeah.
good.
These new cards are always tough, so I'll pick up my prize card. And we also have our new prize
Yep.
card thing too. So if anyone's watching on mute, I mean, you wouldn't hear this part anyways. But you can see kind of we're tracking the game here, y'all. We have the technology now.
I will use the counter catcher on your Luminion with the Forest Seal Stone.
Grrr.
And then I'm gonna Topaz Bolt for 600 damage and discard all 3 here.
The weakness.
Killing that Luminion.
Goodbye, weakness. Okay. Do I think I'm getting there this turn? My answer is no. I'm gonna send up Dino. I just have to make sure that I can somehow get here at some point. So the card that I need to play here now is Arven. Arven, I do need to get set up again. So, and since you have that Manaphy, like, my way around Manaphy is basically going to be Duskull, if I can.
Right.
So I'm going to grab Buddy Buddy Poppin off the Arven, and the other card, I just need to grab a tool. The tool that I'm going to end up grabbing is going to be the new Counter Gain card, which is a reprint. So,
Nice.
I'm going to grab Pidgey off the Buddy Poppin, and I'm going to grab Duskull, because I think I only really need 1 Hydreigon to really win this game. So if I get the attack off twice, I think that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, if you're able to just snipe down my board and like get this Manaphy off the field, that's going to be really hard for me to recover. I guess on my side here.
That's kind of my game plan here. I'm going to evolve this Swellis. I'm going to put a Darkness Energy on Dino. Because I think I want to actually get those there. And now I just need to get something good off Rotom, because there's nothing else I can do. So I'm going to use Instant Charge, and it's your turn.
You got it. Alright, I'm going to draw for turn here. And the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is... I'm just going to go ahead and play an Iono here.
Yeah.
I'm going to shuffle my hand.
These slow setup decks with Iono, it's so tough, man.
It's tough to come back from.
1, 2,
Iono's
3,
a good
4,
card
5.
still. No matter what they tell you on the internet, Iono's still a good card.
As much as I'm talking about the technology, PJ did draw 2 prize cards there, so I am updating that.
That is true. Alright, I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm just gonna play another Buddy Poffin. Try to thin out my deck a little bit more. I am gonna fail that one, and just so I can thin a little bit more, I'm gonna play a second Buddy Poffin. Let's let's see, what do I have in here that I can actually get onto the bench? And realistically, the only thing I have is another Magnemite. But if Zach is trying to hunt down my bench, I kind of want a second Magnemite just in case, because do have to take out the Manaphy and then start approaching the bench a little bit further. So having the extra Magnemite is pretty good here. I know that my Pikachu, with the correctly translated Resolute Heart, that's what it actually is in the United States and Canada, is going to be able to take a hit as long as it's at full HP. Zach cannot one-shot me with Crashing Headbutt for 200, so Zach will have to use Obsidian and load up 4 energy on that bad boy there for Hydreigon. I'm just gonna go ahead and chill here for a little bit, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass the turn to you, Zach.
Okay. Honestly, not upset about how this hand's playing out. So I'm gonna start off by going Ultra Ball or Arven. I was about to Arven gets me the rare candy. I'm gonna play it Ultra Ball. I don't think I have anything else in my deck because I have no, I have the counter am I just going crazy? I thought I had counter gain. Oh, counter gain just got discarded. This should have been at the bottom of my deck.
Gotcha.
So okay, so I'm gonna grab that. I discarded it with the Buddy Poppin. Cool. PJ and Zach continuing on with their little misplays. That's fine.
That's not how you play Buddy Poppin, Zach.
Okay,
just so you know at home, you don't have to discard anything.
I'm gonna grab those. I'm gonna go Ultra Ball discards, Nest Ball, and I don't want to do Metal Energy, but I also feel like that's fine. I'm actually going to discard Dark Patch, because I think I already have my Darks.
Right.
And I'm going to go Pidgeot to go Rare Candy, Pidgeot.
Yep.
And now we can pull out our fancy ability use markers. So I've already played my supporter for my turn. But what can I grab here? I mean, do I think you're going to knock it as well as? No. But I think I can draw a few more cards here if I end up just grabbing... I think what I need is next turn to have a big turn. So the card that I'm going to grab here is actually going to be... I mean, I don't have to tell you, but it's going to be a Nest Ball. And the Nest Ball is going to go ahead and grab a Cleffa.
Nice.
It's like... and I'm also going to go back with... I'll do Super Rod in a second, actually. I'm going to attach to Zweilous, because I haven't attached my turn yet. Retreat Dino.
Gotcha.
Since I'm just looking for a Neo Upper Energy now, I'm going to put the counter gain onto this one. Super Rod putting back in Dark, Lumineon, and Hydreigon.
Okay, cool.
And those cards are going to go.
0 cards in your hand.
0 cards in my hand, so I'm going to Grasping Draw for 7.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm running out of the regular Obsidian Flames Cleffas. And I bought these Cleffas when they were, I think, 50 cents each.
Nice.
So these Cleffas, I think, were cheaper than the other Cleffas. So I think I have like 5 of them that I bought from a vendor.
That's so cool. I like the shiny ones a lot. My personal favorite is like the promo one, the Obsidian Flames.
The promo one is probably my favorite one too.
Yeah. I really like the art. I know that the full art is really cute too, but I don't know. I'm a sucker for the play Pokemon Build and Battle Pack promos.
Oh yeah. That is my
Got
action,
it.
By the way, so you're good.
Your attack. So oh wow, okay, so this is pretty good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a Defiance Band on the Pikachu EX over on the bench here, and I top decked a Professor Research, so I am unfortunately gonna have to get rid of a Boss's Orders, but we're gonna just go hard here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, that's pretty good.
I swear, PJ, if you knock out my Zweilous that I've been powering up all game, I'm gonna be pretty frustrated. Uh,
I am gonna play down the Magneton here, and I think I'm just gonna attach an energy to the active Pikachu, and let's see what we're doing here. Um, okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and overvolt discharge and just knock myself out with this Magneton here. And we're gonna do.
so I'll draw my prize card. That puts us both at 4 now.
Yeah. So
Thanks, PJ, for allowing me to have a win con. I appreciate you, bro.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So we're just gonna do that, and you have 4 prizes left. So I need to. Okay, cool. I think that's perfectly fine. We're just gonna go this thing here, this grass there, and these 2 here. Alright, I will do my attack here, and I'm just gonna use Topaz Bolt for 300 on your poor little Cleffa. Taking the prize.
Okay. I'm gonna send a Pidgeot because it's got Brood Treat up in this house. Pick up for my turn.
Yep.
I think. What I need to do here first is I'm gonna go Pheasant Skibbity. And I'm gonna see if I can get anything off the 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Those were honestly pretty terrible. Okay, so I'm gonna go Pidgeot EX, search my deck.
Yep.
I think I might have a really cool play here.
Cool.
So Pidgeot's gonna search my deck for the Hydreigon. You have 3 prize cards left, so I'm behind. Cool.
Right.
So let's go for Hydreigon. Now I can actually activate Area 0 because it's a Terra-type Pokemon.
Right.
And I'm going to use Lumineon here as an additional Pokemon. Lumineon's going to search my deck for an Arven, which is going to search for an Ultra Ball. I don't think there's anything else that I have that I can search for. I'm going to go Ultra Ball, discarding Buddy Poppin and another Pidgeot. Searching my deck for a Dusknoir. Cool. So I feel like all of this game I've just been kind of playing towards 1 turn. It's actually been really interesting with you playing Magneton and giving me up those 2 prize cards. I was thinking I'd need a little bit more here, but let's go Rare Candy into Dusknoir. I'm going to counter Catcher up. Your Noctowls have how much HP?
100.
100. Let's bring up your Noctowl.
You got it.
I'm gonna use Dusknoir Pop, knocking out your Manaphy, so we each take a prize. And that puts you to 2 prize cards. And now I'm gonna put Neo Upper Energy Retreat. I'm going to use Obsidian for the knockout on your Noctowl, the knockout on your Magnemite, and the knockout on your Fanrotom to draw 3 prize cards at once.
Nice.
Oh.
I was going to say, so next turn, in hand, I pretty much had most of the things that I needed to get to your Rotom or your Lumineon. and I was getting pretty close to a win con there. So that was a pretty cool play, honestly. The biggest thing for me when I went in to look at the deck is that Crispin was prized. It was actually my top prize card. I did
Oh,
have
jeez.
I did have energy. I still had Super Rod. I still had Prime Catcher, and I had Pheasantipity and Blood Moon Ursaluna in the deck. So there were a lot of outs to get me to where I wanted to be. And I'm pretty sure there was still a boss's order. Well, there's just the one boss's orders in there. So there was a lot that I could have done. But yeah, it was just it was tough to come back from a 4-prize turn for sure.
I
So I
think
really
the one thing that I saw that maybe during the middle of the game when you used Magnemite, you could always attack with Iron Hands against a single prize card Pokemon.
right. That's also true. So I was not expecting to get a Iron Hands play off too many times. And I know that I probably could have hit your Zweilous, right? That Zweilous is 100 HP,
Yeah.
and that would have put you back a little bit more for sure.
It's just I can't knock out Iron Hand. I mean, I guess I have Binding Mochi, Petrant, but that's something that you don't know yet.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I mean, I think
Cool.
that's what these early matchups are for, right? We're kind of figuring
That's
things
right.
out. I'm discarding my counter gains. I'm double checking to see if I Iono to the bottom of my deck. It's fun times out here.
Cool. All right, Zach. So I think I'm gonna go first again since I lost that
Sure.
first round here. Let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There is a basic Pokemon, not what I really want in the active spot, but we'll play it from here and see what happens.
Hmm.
Cool. All right. I'll go ahead and draw my card for turn. We'll play a Buddy Buddy Poffin. Let's see if we're gonna cry here. It looks like no tears today. We do have the Fan Rotom, which is pretty good.
Phantom's such a good card.
It's a very good card. Before I play anything else, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just play a Nest Ball so we can get Mr. Pikachu into play. So we'll get those going here, and
Bro has to go to the start.
I'm
buddy,
gonna
buddy,
get
buddy,
another
buddy.
all the buddies today. We're getting all of them. All right, so we're just gonna go Hoot Hoot and another Hoot Hoot here. I think I'll use Fan Call, and Fan Call is going to get me a Noctowl, another Noctowl, and let's see if there's anything else in here that I really need. I think we're just gonna take the 2 and call it a day.
If you think you're gonna grab an Area Zero, you could always, if you have another Hoot Hoot, you could put it into your hands. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there is I actually don't. It is
Okay.
in the prizes. Unfortunate.
PJ is just the fastest
So-
prize checker in the West.
All right, here we go. This is all good. It's easy when you know your deck, and if you'd like to learn more, you can join us on Metafy. Anyway, so we've got a good setup here. Big Peak is out. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just pass my turn to you, Zach.
Okay, my hand's pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if that actually matters. I'm gonna go Nest Ball, and I'm just gonna see what we have in the deck, because no matter what, I have to play Nest Ball.
Yeah.
Well, I think my decision's made for me. I was like, oh, never mind, it's not priced. For a second, I thought Rotom was priced. I'm still just gonna go ahead and grab the Kleppa. At least that takes my Pokemon out of harm's way. this goes down to my hand. Attach, retreat. Cleffa, I have 4 cards into my hand, and I'm gonna draw 1, 2, 3 with Grasping Draw.
You got it. All right, so I will draw for turn here. Okay, so step number 1, we're gonna Jewel Seeker. Go into the deck. Definitely want to get an area 0 for sure. I think as long as it's not prized. Okay, so we want to get an Earthen Vessel. I think that's kind of the play here. Obviously, I'm going to be going back in, but I'm going to play down the area 0. I'll also play down this Magneton here. I think the next step for me is I'm going to go ahead and Jewel Seeker again. Jewel Seeker is going to get me make a switch. We're gonna do Olden switch, and actually, you know what? Maybe not a switch. Maybe we're gonna go Prime Catcher here. We could do a couple of different things. I'm just trying to figure out what the best course of action is. Honestly, I think that going this route is probably the best. So I'm gonna get Professor Research and Prime Catcher off of that Jewel Seeker. Then I'm gonna put down another Magnemite.
So okay, so we have area 0. Okay, we have area 0. Okay, cool.
Yep. I'll Earthen Vessel away a Noctowl, and I'm just gonna put a Lightning Energy and a Metal Energy into my hand.
Yep.
I'll go back in. I'm gonna Ultra Ball those 2 away, and go into the deck to try to find Iron Hands.
Sure.
Pretty good here. Alright, so that's all good. I'll Prime Catcher up your Dino, and we'll put the Manaphy back on the bench, and then I'm just going to go ahead and research away Counter Gain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So I will go ahead and just Ultra Ball, and see what else I can find here.
Yeah, the turn 2 Iron Hands is actually so devastating.
We might amp you very much here. So I'm going to go ahead and discard these. That's exactly what I wanted. Now, this deck does play 4 Ultra Balls, which is obviously very good here. I'm just going to get Magneton to hand. We just put the Magnemite down. We obviously are not going to use that right away. I'm going to attach return, and then I'll Overvolt Discharge, knock this guy out. And that way I can go ahead. There are 3 basic energies in my discard pile, so I'm going to attach all 3 of them to the hands. Put this back over here. So now we've got 4 energy on hands, and then I can amp you very much for 2 prizes.
That's 2 prize cards for Mr. PJ. 2 for 1 trade-off. At least Cleffa has free retreat. I will give that to Cleffa. I have Rare Candy Pidgeot, so I'm not going to be upset about that. And I'm trying to think about what is my play here. I mean, on the plus side, you don't have enough Noctowls out
right,
to really do much. So I think what I'm going to do here is go Nest Ball, Search. Because if I pop prize card on Manaphy, like, I'm still 1 prize card away from if you use your Magna play that you did previously. So I'm going to grab a Dino. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play... You're only hitting for how much damage? 120, right?
120 is amp you very much, but I do have enough energy for Arm Press for 160.
Yeah, which would be terrible on a Pidgeot. So I mean, I think like I need to try to withstand the blow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go Arven here. I think Arven here makes the most sense. Because I don't think you are able to knock me out. What's in your discard pile? You discarded a counter catcher?
Yep. So I have a counter catcher and a prime catcher down. I have a Noctowl in here, the Vessel, a bunch of Ball Search, 2 Magnemites and a Magneton, and a Research.
Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do here is actually search my deck for a Forest Sealstone, search my deck for a Nest Ball, search my deck for a Rotom V. I'm gonna keep the Forest Sealstone into my hand. Now I'm going to use Pidgeot. Pidgeot's going to search my deck for a Buddy Poppin. Buddy Poppin's going to search my deck for
So with your Pidgeot, did Pidgeot initially find the Arven, or Arven was
No, Arven was just in my hands.
Gotcha.
I just want to double check that because I had 7, 8, so 3, 5, Nest Ball 6, 7.
Because you have Forest Sealstone is from the Arven too.
Yeah. Because I searched for. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I don't think I grabbed anything. If I did, y'all, I'll take the game loss this game. PJ and I record these super early in the morning, so
that's true.
So if anyone's just like Zach, like it's definitely just it's a big old mistake. Okay, I'm trying to thin my deck of cards, and I want to get a Dark Energy for one of them, and I'm probably gonna end up grabbing a Psychic Energy for the other one. Do I have nothing crazy here?
So we're gonna say, see you later, Pidgey. Hitting the bin for the sweet energy count there.
Yeah. I'm gonna put a Psychic Energy on Dino.
Yep.
And then, since I don't want you to have 2 prize cards offered up, I'm going to send up Rotom.
Yep.
And I'm going to draw 3 cards from Rotom.
You got it. Cool. All right, I'll start my turn and draw a card here. Nothing crazy there. I think I'm going to start the turn by attaching a Grass Energy just to Pikachu EX. I'll evolve the Magneton too. And then I think I'm going to Iono, because you've got way too many cards in your hand.
Yeah, there was some good stuff in there.
I was going to say, this is mine. So we'll put that down here. I'll draw 4 cards off the Iono.
I'll draw 5.
Cool. All right. Decent draw. And then I think I'm just going to arm press you for 160.
Yeah. Okay. There's got to be a way for me to make this work. So that's kind of what I'm trying to go with. Let's go ahead and start my turn off with Quick Search.
You got it.
And I think what I need to Quick Search here is going to be a...
Got the Candy.
I think Candy has to be the card. Let me just think about that. So if I go Candy, I get this. And then I use this to search out that.
The wheels are turning over. On
Yeah. We're trying to make this happen. Okay, so the card that I'm going to grab is going to be the rare candy from that. Rare candy is going to do Hydreigon. That's going to activate Area 0.
Yep.
Next action that I'm going to do is play down a Lumineon because your boy can. Lumineon's going to search my deck for an Arven. Arven's going to search my deck for Sealstone. And Ultra Ball. I'm going to use Ultra Ball, discarding a Dusclops and a Counter Catcher.
Yep.
The other cards from my hands. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna set the Counter Catcher on discard. No, I'm gonna discard the Counter Catcher. That's fine. That's the Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball is gonna search my deck for a Pecharunt.
Ooh.
And then I'm gonna put 4 Sealstone onto Lumineon. I'm going to use my V-Star.
V-Star used.
Exactly. I'm just gonna search my deck for a Dark Energy, to be honest. I literally just needed an energy, and that Iono was not where I wanted it to be. So I'm going to put Dark Energy here, Binding Mochi onto my Hydreigon. I'm going to use Pecharunt's ability to make myself poisoned, bring myself up active.
Sure.
And I'm going to use my Crashing Obsidian attack, or Crashing Headbutt attack to discard the top 3 cards of your deck, knock you out, and then I draw 2 prize cards. And I take 10 damage because I'm doing an additional 40 damage from the Binding Mochi, 200 base damage with Crashing Headbutt. So I'll mark my prize cards here and mark that I used my V-Star.
Sweet. Okay, cool. So, all right, now we're in a little bit of a tougher spot. We got 4 prizes to take. I'm gonna draw a card for turn here. I think what I'm going to do, because Zach can take, potentially with a Gust, Zach can take 3 prize cards, which is a little tough for me to come back from. So, you are damaged. So, you got 10 in between Pokemon Checkup. I can do 300 here, but if I give you a prize card to be able to attack, that's going to be rough for me. Let's see. So we still have Manaphy. You're able to pop. Oof.
I'm also down to 3 cards on my hand for what it's worth.
Right. I'm just thinking, because you've got Pidgeot online. Your Forest Seal Stone is down. With literally just like 1 card, which you can search out with Pidgeot, I could be in a real bad spot if I do anything else. So I'm just going to attach to Pikachu EX, and I think I'm just going to pass, unfortunately, and let you take that 10 damage during Pokemon Checkup.
Okay. How many cards do you have in your hand now?
I have only 3 in my hand.
Okay, considering you didn't really do too much, I need to really be cautious of how I approach the situation. I am going to use Arven.
Sure.
Searching my deck for a rare candy, and I might as well grab... I don't think I have counter gain this game, or maybe I discarded it earlier. So I'm going to grab rare candy. I'm going to use Quick Search.
Sure.
Or Dusknoir.
Mm-hmm.
Rare Candy Dusknoir. I don't have it though, so don't be too worried.
I feel like you actually might have it in more than one ways.
Well, the thing is, your Manaphy is blocking the bench damage, so if I go Dusknoir
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
pop your Manaphy, I can draw a prize card, and then Pikachu has
Exactly.
the ability, so I don't have it there.
Right.
I can't snipe your bench otherwise, so I don't have it at all.
Well, you can snipe my bench with Obsidian to 2 different Pokemon, yeah?
Yeah, but Manaphy blocks it, right?
Right. So if you pop your Dusknoir to knock
I
out
still
my
need two
Manaphy-
more. I still need 2 more energies.
Oh, you still need more. Aha, that's see where
So
the counter game
yeah,
used to
don't
come
forget.
in.
And I have a binding mochi, and I didn't grab counter gain, and I'm
And
also
you
not
used your
behind on
ability
prize
on
cards.
Pidgeot. Right.
Yeah. So if I had the Neo Operator, like 100%, like that's my
Yeah, that's
end
the
of goal
play.
game plan. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Petron's ability here, and I'm going to bring
Mhm.
up my Dino as a
Got it.
sacrificial Pokemon.
Poor Dino.
And this is no longer poison. This is the poison Pokemon.
Got it.
I'm going to attach to Dino, retreat the Dino, send up Kleppa.
Yep.
I'm going to Super Rod back in Psychic and Metal.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use Grasping Draw for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards.
Cool.
And now it's your turn.
All right. Here we go. We're gonna draw for turn. Now I can do some interesting stuff here, but
I was not
trying to
expecting to
think.
get a third type of energy.
Well, attach for turn here. Just trying to think how we're gonna do this. Okay, that might be how we're gonna do this. I'll boss's order your Dusknoir.
Okay.
And we're just gonna Topaz Bolt that thing for 300 damage.
Okay. I'm gonna send up Kleppa here. And that gets you a prize card there.
Yep.
So I'm gonna start off by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ultra Ball away, a Buddy Poffin, and a Pidgeot.
Got it.
For a Pheasantipity. Oh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just going to put my little army of Pokemon around here.
I've been doing the 4-4 split because back when we played Eternatus, that was kind of like the going trend.
Yeah, but I kind of like the full 8 across sometimes. It seems kind of fun. I can use
big. You got some big bench energy over there.
Right, I'm gonna use Fez to draw 3. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3. those weren't the cards that I was necessarily trying to get. I still need to be very careful and cautious of how I'm approaching the situation. So I'm gonna go Pidgeot search for So this is where I was slightly off. I'm gonna grab Thornton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thornton, swap my Lumineon with Duskull.
Ooh, that was a good play.
I mean, it kind of feels like it's a good play, but like, I was hoping that if I either grabbed the Thornton or the Neo Upper Energy, that I'd be totally cool here. Rare Candy into this.
Yeah.
I don't think it really helps you. Because I've also played my supporter for my turn now.
Yep.
I still, like with you having 3 prize cards, I can't just win the game. And I can't really risk this Hydreigon being up in the active spots. And I don't think you really have like a super good game plan against this. So, I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and attach an energy to Hydreigon right here. I don't think I need boss orders because I'm down to 3 prize cards anyways. So I'm going to go Ultra Ball away, a Lost Vacuum, and a boss orders.
Got it.
Drop a card here. Some very... I'm going to grab it as well as...
Got it. I do feel like with decks like this, it seems so much more like a best of 2 50-minute round because there's so much involved in getting the decks going. You have to find the evolutions when you need them. There's a lot of back and forth. It's not just I'm gonna blow you up and that's it. Like that's kind of what we've been seeing in the prior format.
And I think what I'm going to do here is if you take 2 prize cards, you put myself into a very poor situation. But I don't think you're getting back Iron Hands. I mean, I guess you still have Magneton, so Magneton can pop. Magneton pops, let's say, Cleffa. I don't think you're getting back Iron Hands.
Sure.
It might seem like a weird play here. I'm just counting the cards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I end up going for... I'm debating basically between using Rotom or using Cleffa because I have a Crispin in my hands.
Got it.
And I think I'm going to actually just use Rotom here so I have more basic energy chances in my deck.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll draw for turn here. That's a little tough on my end. I think I'm just gonna attempt to thin before anything else. There's not a whole lot going on in there.
And if anyone's wondering why I haven't popped the Dusknoir, by the way, yet, to try to use Hydreigon, the biggest reason why I'm not doing that is because I don't want PJ just to be like, bring up one of your 2 prizers, win the game. Because he could put me down to 1 prize card. So there's definitely some real opportunities there.
So I'm thinning both Buddy Poffins out of the hand. Not a whole lot else going on here. I've got the Pikachu EX in the active spot. Manaphy's still here. I would love a Cape in this deck, but I think that Cape on a Manaphy just seems silly. But I think that as an ace spec, that would definitely help in this specific matchup. It all depends on how the meta goes, for sure. But right now, I honestly am just going to have to pass because I don't have anything in my hand that I can use.
Yeah, okay. And then for me, I have my so I have metal, dark, psychic.
Psychic.
So I already have the three. So I'm just gonna attach
Yep.
this energy there. Pop
Hmm.
Dust Noir pops Manaphy, pick that up,
Right.
and then I'm going to go ahead retreat, and then I'm going to knock out Magneton and Pan Rotom and Noctowl to win the game.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say, so yeah, this was my 2 card hand prior to drawing the Pikachu off the prize cards. So I was really expecting you to potentially put yourself in a bad situation by popping the Dusknoir, but obviously you had enough energy in deck. This would be my only other play is to Gravity Mountain, but I really needed a draw supporter to finish out that game, which I had an Iono and Pal Pad to get back other draw supporters, but I still had the Briar play, and that's kind of what I was like leaning into. Could I get a Briar play
oh,
by
Briar would have been
going Magneton
cool.
Pop? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Um,
I think that's cool. I mean, there's a lot of cool things when it comes to the Pikachu deck. Honestly, like
yeah.
I just wrote an article about it for Ultimate Guard, kind of writing about
Nice.
some of the new archetypes, and I was like, I feel like Pikachu just needs to bake more because it's a really good
Yeah.
attack. It has the cards necessary. Like even the fact that you got Iron Hands off turn 2 is wild. But the biggest thing that holds me back from it is just like your middle of game. If I don't do
Yes.
anything, your deck folds because you don't have Bezendipity. You don't have
Exactly.
like. So I think we need a better engine maybe for Pikachu, or maybe Pikachu's gonna be
Right.
better as like a Terra type Pokemon and a Miraidon deck,
Uh,
or
Yeah. I feel like if you build it more like a Terapagos deck, then that with like a Pidgeot, a 101 Pidgeot maybe, something like that, that then it could be really good.
the thing that kills
Um,
this deck and why it can't be built like that, or why I don't think it
mhm,
can be built like that, is because
mhm.
Terrapagos gets away with all those extra tech cards because it only plays 4 double turbos. You have hella energy in your deck,
Yes,
so
yes.
that's like gonna obviously carve out some space there, and you need like.
Okay.
So I think it's one of those things where Pikachu probably needs a big. Hydreigon EX was like low key surprising. Um,
Yeah.
I think it's actually one of those decks that like I might want to cook with this one a little bit more because like
Hmm.
Obsidian just like board wiping was crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Um,
Especially since there's so many support Pokemon that are under 130 hit points in the game. It's really, really good.
well, even if you just hit them twice, right? You hit like a Luminion, a
Yeah.
Rotom, a Fez. You hit it like it's almost
Yeah.
the exact same thing as playing Kyurem, but you're not discarding your
Exactly.
energies. And then you have
Right.
330 HP, just kind of like don't
Yeah, it's
get
a
me
Trifrost dot deck.
exactly. So I think we might actually see Hydreigon seeing some play from some very adventurous players at Sacramento. And of course,
Exactly.
we'll continue to cover these things on the channel. This video is probably coming out this week.
Hmm.
I'm not sure which order it's coming out in, but if you watch this video first, there's a Hydreigon profile. If you watch the Hydreigon profile, I appreciate y'all watching this video. I'm sure we have some closing thoughts here, so let's jump
Yep.
into those.
Cool.
And yeah, Hydreigon cooked a little bit more than I thought it would. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw you drop that Manaphy game one, I'm like, okay, this matchup's probably way more difficult than I thought. Um,
Yeah.
and it's to me like as we're kind of like I don't think these are the final deck lists for either deck, but I do think Dusknoir probably is a great partner when it comes to Hydreigon, just to be able to pop things like Manaphy, to be able to pop Pokemon with prize cards. So I can hit the Pikachu, stop its ability, hit for 130, snipe, snipe, snipe. So it's a pretty cool concept across the board. I don't know, PJ, what did you think from the Pikachu side?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely saw some really aggressive gameplay at the beginning with Pikachu. Obviously, Pikachu has a lot of different ways it can play against different decks. But yeah, I mean, realistically, my only game plan against a deck like yours, Zach, was that I have to protect the bench. And the only way to do that is obviously the one of Manaphy. I do play Night Stretcher to get it back, but you really were able to just capitalize on those turns to get the 3 prize turns that you needed when you needed it. So you didn't take my Manaphy out of play when I could have just put it back with Night Stretcher the following turn and then had my gameplay, you know, get me to the point of winning the game. And I think that that's really where I saw Hydreigon express itself as a deck, is that it's just a really toxic card if you're able to get it loaded up. I think that what I noticed from your side as the Pikachu player is that I could capitalize on you requiring so much energy to do that attack, but you did have so many different ways where you could power it up. And obviously I did too. I was able to pop like up to 2 Magnetons a game and start to come back. And I think that maybe going into the list and cooking it a little bit more, I could have put a couple more Crispins in this list, and it would have gotten me there quicker to do my things without giving you prize cards. That just a little bit, but I'm still pretty happy on how my first couple of turns went. Obviously, prizing either a Noctowl or a Hoot Hoot has always been a downfall for me in the game, but you know, we gotta play to our outs and play to how the deck wants to feed us the cards, and do our best. So I was still pretty happy to get Iron Hands and amp you very much on turn 1 of the game for sure in our second game there, but it was a really fun game. It was a really fun set for sure.
Yeah, it's always exciting playing these new cards and really kind of experimenting, because the set's not out on PTCG Live, at least for a couple weeks after this video. I think we've been kind of, we basically covered this about a month early from the start of when we started this, so I think our next matchups that we're going to be playing are going to be a little bit more of current top decks, like things like, I think, Terapagos and Raging Bolt and stuff next. Raging Bolt does get a few changes, so we'll go over that. But overall, super exciting. Again, lists are available in the description. Love to hear some feedback from people in the comments. We have got back to every single comment on our YouTube channel in the past few weeks. So as long as you're leaving some constructive tidbits, 100% would love to hear back from y'all. Appreciate everyone tuning in, and stay tuned for more great content. Want to support the Shuffle Squad? Be sure to check out all of our sponsors in the description to pick up Pokemon TCG singles, sealed, and PTCG live codes. You made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching this entire video from the Shuffle Squad. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate each and every person that supports our content, watches what we have going on every single day, every single week, even from time to time, and continuously allows us to have a forum to project our creative content towards the Pokemon TCG community. So if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and even leave a comment to help boost the YouTube algorithm. That being said, we'll catch you with our next video. Thanks again. Take it easy.